Throughout the Gilded Age, there was a lot of child labor issues. Children started working at 5 years old in farms and continued to work in factories and industrial things to make a profit for their family because of the bad economy of the Gilded Age.
In 1870, John D. Rockefeller founded Standard Oil, and at once it created a monopoly which controlled 80% of the oil. As you can see, this is some of the factories. Later, Standard Oil broke up into Chevron, Shell, and Exxon.
During the Industrial Revolution, a lot of the times lower middle and upper class women were being forced to work in horrible conditions with very little pay. A lot of these women had to come home and clean and cook, even though they had no money and no shelter to support their men. Later on, after the Industrial Revolution, women were able to vote, divorce, marriage, and become doctors and lawyers, etc.
Gilded Age art started in the 1800s, and New York was one of the most famous states that contributed to it. The New York art world took a major turn during the Gilded Age, seeing an outgrowth of exhibitions like you see right here, and the establishment of major auction houses. Right here we have the last waltz of the Gilded Age, which started after 2,000 years. Over here we have some of the famous painters such as Thomas Eakins, Winslow Homer, Mary Cassatt, John Sargent, and Childe Hassam. And up here in this corner we have the Gross Clinic, which is by one of the most famous painters, Thomas Eakins, which is an 8 by 6 foot of a professor lecturing a group of Jefferson Medical College students. On this corner of the wall we have a painting by Mary Cassatt, which is representing the women's suffrage that happened during the Gilded Age, and they're sitting around the fireplace eating crumpets and drinking tea. And in the lower corner we have the chess player by Thomas Eakins, who was also, and it's Thomas Eakins' father, observing a chess match.